Are you worried, Mert? Are you worried where we're going? I am. What have you got on you? I am packing. I don't often start my vlog, actually, going away to Sussex. So I go most weekends and I'm packing my bag to go. And Myrtle is always confused. If she knows we're going to Sussex, she gets very excited. If she thinks this bag is going to take me abroad and away from her, she gets very anxious. But Myrtle, it's fine. We're going to Sussex. Because what I'm doing is, my brother and I are trying to keep my mum's garden going, and she was an avid gardener and neither he or I are, and we've had trouble with foxes, we've had a lot of dry weather, and he's done a brilliant job. And I said, look, I'm going to come down and help you, it'll do me good to do some gardening. So we're travelling down, and yeah, I'm just going to stay the night, which brings me on to what I pack. You will have seen when I was in Paris, when I was in New York, this spring, this summer, I always pack my SURI toothbrush. There is loads on the internet about SURI. You've probably seen this all over Instagram, all over TikTok. I think I was one of the very first to work with them. I spend a fortune on my teeth, or should I say I have spent a fortune on my teeth. That's for a whole different vlog. There are veneers, there are crowns, there are implants. You know, I'm old, so your teeth age with you. So having spent that amount of money, I like to use the best to keep them on top form. I've always used a sonic toothbrush, and the SURI is my latest one because, just look at it, look how streamlined it is. It is so light, but it is also truly sustainable. So this, the body of it is aluminium, the head of it is plant-based. So, in fact, if you send that back to SURI, they recycle it for you. So it is, you know, most plastic toothbrushes, I've said this on here before, that we grew up with, most of the toothbrushes that we've had from the age when our parents started brushing our teeth are still out there. This is sustainable. It is also extremely light. It is fabulous to travel with because it literally lasts the battery for 40 days. And you just slip it into this little, I love this, and this has a UV gadget which, if you press, disinfects the head of your toothbrush as you're travelling. But, oh my god, okay, let me show you the best bit. The best bit for me is, not only is it just so light, but it takes up no room. So I've had toothbrushes in the past that I've said before could almost hoover the house. They do so much. There are only two modes on this, cleaning and polishing, and it's very quiet. If I turn it on, I wonder, so quiet, so not this horrible industrial sound that's coming out, and the charger is very discreet. As I say, it charges for 40 days. But the best bit, do you want to follow me into my bathroom? I love this because it actually becomes a bathroom feature. By the way, as I'm chatting, 20% off to all of you, just to you, if you use my code Minx. Minx. And there are 3 different colours, but this is my favourite. I call it mint. Everyone that visits says, oh my gosh, I love your toothbrush. Magnetic, sticks to the wall, doesn't take up all the space on the sink. My cleaner loves it because she's not having to scrub around the base of it on the sink. It is nifty. That is it. That's it. I am off to Sussex. I'm hoping the weather is going to be good. As I say, if you would love a SURI toothbrush, use my code Minx. Oh, and yeah, that's yours. Right, you come in. I knew you would. It's because we're going to Sussex. I'm not going away on a plane. She's hiding now in the bedroom. She gets so anxious. Next stop, my mum's garden. Well, hello everybody. I promise you, on this vlog, I am wearing something other than this suit. The thing is, this suit, given the sort of spring-summer that we're having, is invaluable because it's, look, it's, so you're watching this Bank Holiday Monday, it is pouring with rain, it's just stopped, and it's far too cold to wear a summer dress. or a summer top. So this is a linen suit and it's perfect. And you'll be fed up with it very soon, as will I be. And then hopefully we'll get into the summer and I can wear my nice summer dresses. So what am I doing on a bank holiday Monday, filming in Pimlico or Chelsea, however you want to look at this? I'm in Elizabeth Street in, well, I call it Pimlico. You could even call it Belgravia. It's in that sort of area. It's behind Sloane Square and on the way to the King's Road. And I'm here to see my wonderful friend Paula Sutton, because Paula is giving a talk, and let me just tell you what she's talking about. She's going to be talking about, well, what she's good at, which is vintage hits modern, to be honest. Sorry everybody, this is, right, Everyday Vintage with Paula Sutton and Skye McAlpine, and it's in Skye McAlpine's shop in Elizabeth Street, which I have never been to. I know very little about Skye McAlpine. I wonder if she's part of the gosh, I hope by the time I meet her I will be able to pronounce her surname properly. I wonder if she's part of the McAlpine group. I don't know. Who do I even mean by McAlpine? When I was younger, McAlpine was a building company, and I think they built the Emirates Stadium. I could be completely wrong. Anyway, I love Paula. She's my mate, and as this is happening just down the road from me, if it hadn't been raining, I'd have walked here. But do you know, I'm not blowing my own trumpet. I have just got out. This is a very stylish area. I've just got out, and there are two girls, young girls, sitting having a green juice just here. And when I got out to have a look at the parking restrictions, they just said, I love her style, I love her style. And I thought, are they speaking about me? Are they talking about me? There was no one else around. So I just went, thank you. I assume they were talking about me. They might think, who's she? Anyway, they're young people, and they said that. Anyway, all it is a red lip, very little makeup, just a bit of mascara, and yeah, my suit. But I have been from gardening, from being in my mum's garden when it was a sunny day, I have got a bit of a tan. I know that's very unpopular, but I'm so sorry everybody, I look better with a bit of a tan. And there we go. It's sun damaged, it's not healthy, but in fact my face looks better for it. In the winter, it'll look like an old handbag, but at the moment, I feel better for it. Right, so I'm going to go in. I'm going to vlog some of it as well. This is Paula's book. Paula's book. So sorry. How can I live without asparagus dish? This has to be one of the best things. It's unbelievable. And there's a little one round the corner that's a curved. There is a curved one. Here she is. I'm gonna let you make love to this one. I absolutely love this. And Sky, can I just say, sorry, I'm Joe Good, by the way, you don't know. Can I just ask you, how long is this shop here for?
So it's here until the 7th of June, that's our last day.
7th of June. But when you're not here, where can people discover this? Is it online usually?
It is online, exactly. So it's online, skymcalpinetavola.com, and then we're just doing this pop-up. But so our core collection is online, and then in the shop we've got a kind of lovely edit of vintage, like the asparagus dish. That said, it may not still be here.
So can we just have a look at the one round the corner? Can you just explain this? Because the one round the corner
is really lovely. So this one is...
Sorry everybody, I'm just coming. I'll go in close on it.
This one is for your asparagus.
I love it.
This one I think you can put your asparagus on, which I kind of love. But the other one I think is for your hollandaise, because I have one at home and that's what I use it for, similar. And it has a little hole for the spoon, so you put your hollandaise sauce in and then you serve your asparagus on a dish or on.
I have never in my life seen
my
this.
My new obsession is these butter dishes that look like houses. Are you a fan of the butter dish that looks like a house?
This, and I'm going to say that everyone would, excuse me, everyone will do this and say, my grandmother had this.
One of these.
She was a farmer in Sussex, and that was on the table. And so this is where everybody.
Amazing. But I've started buying them for the shop, but now I just want to collect them. And they come in all. I want to build a village of butter dishes because they're all slightly different.
Building a village of butter dishes. They are all different. Yes.
Trying to live life as beautifully and harmoniously as I could, and the recipes that have been passed down from my family and my parents, the way I was a London girl who'd left London and came to live in the Norfolk countryside, which was, I'm an urban girl who has suddenly found my joy and my peace in the countryside. And so that first book was a lifestyle book, and it was the art of living beautifully. As it were, and so that was wonderful. But I've always had stories in me. I've always been a bit of a theatre kid. I've always wanted to express myself through stories, and so I knew that I wanted to write a book. And being in Norfolk it's a wonderful place, but it's very unusual. When you're a city girl, you meet such characters who are very amusing, very funny. There's always intrigue. Everyone knows everyone else. There will be a bit of gossip, and you'll find out that actually was the brother of him who is the mother of her, and you went to school with that one.
Oh, that was such an enjoyable evening. Mind you, outside it's like winter. I don't know what's happened. I got the asparagus dish. I just look at how beautifully wrapped it is. I think there is obviously only one of them. Everything about it's beautifully wrapped. And okay, so Paula obviously has a beautiful house. If you follow Paula, she lives in a Georgian house in Norfolk. So she has room, she has a beautiful kitchen. You know how I live. I live in this tiny flat. This is my galley kitchen. And I've shown this to you before. I do love Novelty china. This was a wedding present. And I'm quite sad because he's lost an ear and I don't know how that happened. But this is a butter dish, which I love and I've kept from, gosh, I'm dropping everything here. I've kept, I don't want to put that there. Oh, also this, sorry everybody, this was also a wedding gift from my friend Claudia, bone china. After all the places I've moved since I was married, the fact that these are still in one piece, and I love that. So yes, those are my two pieces. I have my, this, which keeps, I don't know what you'd call this, but this is quite vintage, and I love it. I love novelty kitchenware. But as I say, I have very little room. Oh my gosh, this I'm going to leave on display in my kitchen. So look how beautiful. It's just beautiful, the detail and the stalks. And one of the ladies that arrived there said, oh, is that a handbag? I would love a handbag like this. But no, it is an asparagus dish. And there is a little hole there, so you can put the spoon in for the bechamel sauce. Don't you love that? Little spoon will go in there. And that's going to end up pride of place here in my kitchen. So yeah, that was I don't know where I'll put it. Oh golly, why that was hanging there. I'll make a place for it. I don't have much room, but I think I'll probably get rid of this old cocktail shaker. I don't think I need that. I don't drink cocktails. So I think it's going to go next to my Roberts radio. Just there. Let me show you. There. And that was a plate that Frankie gave me. So I love that there. And then I've got my Emma Bridgewater and my honey spool, which I love, and my wedding presents and my cloche. So there. And you were resting on my novelty coffee table. Look at that weather. BT Tower. That BT Tower, by the way, here is going to be turned into a hotel. So that'll be something. Right, do you know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to have a hot bath. Because I actually feel a bit like I might have a... I don't know. I think I might just be tired. I'm not going to panic. I don't think I've got a cold. I think I just need a good night's sleep. But I've loved this evening. Good morning, everybody. What a grey day. I was going to film on the roof, but I don't know why I'm wearing my sunglasses. A little bit optimistic. Yes, I am out today filming with Nadine Baggett and Mystery Rich for 3 more episodes of The Long and the Short of It. So we are filming in Next in Oxford Street, which they have agreed to let us film before they open. Then we're going over to Rixo in the King's Road, which is such a compliment. Going to be filming I doubt if we'll be filming in their bridal suite. I don't think Nadine and I qualify as new brides, but we are going to be filming over there in their flagship store. And then we're doing a quick run around Marks and Spencer's in the King's Road as well. So we're filming 3 in one day. it's exhausting doing this. Probably more exhausting for Rich because he's got to keep up with us and doing sound and camera and everything. And also we need these stores let us film amongst shoppers, so we try not to get the shoppers in vision unless they mind. Also, we're trying on and off clothes, so it's easier for us to wear something standard, but I just didn't want to keep wearing suits and trousers and jeans, so I'm wearing a simple black dress. I love this dress. This is from Theory. I'm wearing my Chanel-like Clergerie shoes because the whole gag is that I am 5 foot and Nadine is almost 6 foot, but she still wears heels. So you'd think she'd wear flats, but she wears heels and I wear heels, so we actually, you know, we look even more ridiculous. Well, she doesn't, I do. But this is a simple button-down dress, so I can pull it on and off. Also, you know, it's meant to be summer, so I didn't want to wear long sleeves. So hopefully this is going to be okay. And I'm going to, because the first stop is in Oxford Street, so I'm going to walk there. Also, I've taken my hair back to the centre parting, so what I'm going to try and do is grow it to here with a centre parting. I want to look European. Why? I'm not wearing a red lip because it's very much an outfit day and red lip doesn't go with every outfit, so I'm just wearing a sort of pinky red. So there we go. Love this dress because it's got pockets. Oh, and it's so simple and it's lined, so it sits quite nicely. Right, see you in Oxford Street. So Rich and I are here. Nadine's stuck in traffic, but look, already I'm excited because it actually says petite, which is really good. And the store opens at 9 o'clock, so it's really lovely when we have, oh, in fact people are in now. Shoppers have come in, so we're going to try and do it all before it gets really, really busy. This shows that Nadine does do the get out. She's doing the get out.
Working hard.
Working hard.
Oh, the working class woman.
And there's Rich.
One of the best assistants I've ever had.
How did that go, Rich?
No, I wouldn't.
Very chic.
I wouldn't pay you, Rich. Trust me, you'd need your money back.
We've had a great time up here, actually. We've been filming up in Next on this stage, so perfect. Where to next? Rixo in the King's Road. Beautiful day.
It's a lovely day. Say nothing. Sorry.
Beautiful day. Gosh, we've been gossiping. Where are we going, Nadine?
We are going to Rixo, aka Joe's extremely happy place on the King's Road, to film a long and the short of it.
Yes, I'm going to be so happy. Also, they have a coffee shop. I have to have a coffee before we do anything. All right, guys? Okay.
I can't believe that Joe needs caffeinating for occasion wear at Rixo.
And I did say to all of these lovely followers, they've got the biggest bridal selection, which Nadine and I is redundant. Redundant on you and I.
Comments below who wants the long and the short of it Rixo bridal edition.
Oh, for God's sake, what? I mean, mind you.
I'd be the bride of Wildenstein. What would you? Bride of Frankenstein. I want to try on those dresses so much.
They will all be far too long. I'll look like the grandmother of the bride, truly. But it is the most beautiful salon. I don't know if they'll let us try it.
So you're saying if George Clooney gives you up and dumps a man, you're not getting married?
Turn this off because I need to talk about George Clooney.
Joe's happy place.
This is my happy place. This is our next port of call. We're only an hour late.
So I am buying this dress. We're filming in Rixo, right? Okay. This is the beautiful woman that's young enough to be my daughter, and she's just shown me a new way to style it.
Look at, oh my, where are those boots from?
They're literally ASOS. They're a bit trash though.
They're trashed is the right way. Nadine,
I go out in them all the time.
I'm going to watch Beyonce on the Cowboy Carter tour.
I am as well. Really? We can be matching for Reese.
I think I might wear this and get my cowboy boots to match. You see?
Yeah, oh my God, you look fantastic. I love it. Rich has bought an anniversary present because it's his anniversary today and he's with us, Nadine.
Poor man.
I know.
No.
What's your wife's name?
Charlotte, who's an actress.
Send him back for a new one.
And look at the bag, it's a beautiful cuff and it comes in that bag.
Very nice.
There you go.
Hopefully she'll like it and I'll get some brownie points.
Yes, he definitely will. He's letting her go to Ibiza.
Yeah.
But as a real anniversary present, she's going to Ibiza with the girls.
Yes, and not rich.
She's leaving me at home with the kids.
Oh. Yesterday was crazy. Being out with Rich and Nadine, filming those long and the short of it, we covered 3 stalls. So we went to Next, to Rixo and to Marks and Spencer's. They will all go up on my Instagram. And today I have been out filming in Marylebone for my Instagram. And I've been filming summer whites, so all my white dresses, and I have many that I've collected over the year. It's up on Instagram now. If you follow me on Instagram, don't worry, because I know these are a lot of you on YouTube much prefer YouTube to Instagram, and I love YouTube. I love it because it's long. Instagram is very fast, but there is a reel of my white summer dresses on Instagram if you can be bothered to have a look. The reason I'm talking to you now is we were filming it down in Marylebone, and one of the things I love about filming in London is nobody resents you. Nobody, you know, often, and I have filmed in less urban areas where people they don't like you filming, they try to get into shot, they think you're an idiot, probably I am an idiot, but London, everybody joins in. And I just wanted to post this. I know I always try and include the people that come up and say hello to me, not to make myself seem popular, just to show how wonderful women are to other women. And I say this again and again, I don't think men do this. I don't know male influencers do. Male influencers have men, you know, who follow them come up in the street and say how much they admire them. Women tend to, and certainly I do, because my followers, you are so loyal and so lovely, and you just, I think I got, so sorry, I've just crammed a salad down my throat. I just have the best followers, and you keep me going, because I don't, and now this sounds indulgent, because I don't have a big family, I have one brother. All of you are like, you know, when people say, so this is going to sound really indulgent, when people say, you know, we all need to be loved, we all need love, we all need to give love, I know I am loved. Now, many of you may be going, oh my God, you know, maybe love is a strong word. I know that you appreciate me. I know I'm appreciated by a lot of people, and I know a lot of people loathe me. So that's life. But I'm appreciated by a lot of people. So when it happens in the street, I like to include it. And we were out just now, before I had my lunch, filming my white dresses, and this lovely woman called Sandra came up to me with her husband and her son, who hid, but her son is about to start an apprenticeship here in Marylebone, and she's followed me for a long time, and she just saw me filming in front of some phone boxes. Have a look at this. Also have a look at the dogs that pass us by. So this is Sandra, not Sandra from here, but another Sandra who just stopped me in the street.
Meet you. I'm so excited by you. Oh, thank you. Like, really, just film these dogs. They're so cool.
Oh,
Hello.
nice to meet you.
Say, I don't usually. Did you
I
say
know.
your name's
I was
Sandra?
just wanting to say, I don't know whether to stop or not, but I started watching you on YouTube a couple of years ago because I knew
Thank you.
You're such a beautiful woman, and I can tell it's not just the outside, but the inside. You've got beautiful.
You're not wrong.
Oh my God, it's going to be cold. See you, Natasha.
Bye, darling.
Bye, hon.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Night, Joe.
Night, hon. It's not actually that cold. Where he is? Oh, there he is. Oh, Natasha's getting in the white cab. There you go.
See you, Joe.
Bye. And here he is.
How summery you look today.
Hey?
How summery you look.
How much your hair's like Tintin on top.
I know,
It's gone right up.
it's gone right up. It was flat last week, and it's like Tintin. I mean, I thought it was exactly like Tintin.
No, you do look like Tintin. It's so thick. Turn this round so they can see what I'm wearing.
Oh yes. Take a step back.
Still.
Yeah, it's very summery. So give us a twirl.
This is Rixo.
Ah,
And do you know something?
Yeah.
I Can I just remind people? I always brush my teeth just before I go on air, which reminds me that your SURI toothbrush, for anyone that is interested, and I'm lit, 20% off if you use my code on SURI. This has 40 days charge. You should have one of these in the cab.
Yeah, was it electric
you don't
toothbrush?
need a charger. It's yes, it's 40 days of charge, and it cleans itself in its little. You could have one in the cab.
Yeah.
I might get you one for Christmas.
Why do you brush your teeth before you go on air?
Oh, I always do. When I was an actress.
That's a strong microphone.
No, when I was an actress, I used to brush my teeth before I went on stage. It wakes me up and it makes me feel good. So that's the SURI, everyone. If you want one, use my code and get 20% off. It's the only toothbrush you need. Right.
Right, I'm handing
How's your week been?
Oh, fine. Yeah, fine. I renewed my taxi driver's license today.
Oh yes.
Which was quite traumatic because the system froze just as I was about to pay, and I couldn't, and I kept refreshing it, and it just froze, and I thought, oh God, and I thought maybe it's going to be like that forever. I could never ever actually pay, and then suddenly, I kept hitting the back button to go back a few steps and re-submitting previous questions. Then suddenly it all came into light. Here's my passport.
How much is a taxi driver's license?
£300, and then 60 quid for the DSB, whatever they call it. In my passport. My first license ever with a beard. That's my license. That's my license. That's gonna be my license the next 3 years. Do you know how? Yes. Do you know how everybody loves you with your beard and your hair? Oh yeah. The comments last week, every comment.
Tintin. Oh, there's Carla. That's the producer. Bye, Carla. Bye.
About me, it's funny you go to, oh, there's Carla.
I know, it's just a
sentence. Right, back to me.
It's just so rare. It's just rare that all these cabs are here. It's usually just you. What was I going to say? How long have you had a cab driver's license?
Oh, years, since monthly or another, since the 80s.
And did you pass the knowledge first time?
Well, everyone passed it first time, but I did it very quickly. It took me about. It didn't take me long. It took me about 1 year and 10 months.
And did you learn it by going around on a bike?
Yeah, I went around the bike, and I mean, even when I went on holiday, I took the map with me. And I used to call over when I was on holiday. I was calling over. My mother's hospital. I was calling over, took the map to the hospital, stuck them to the wall, and was calling.
What do you mean calling over?
Oh well, because when you test yourself, basically to do the knowledge, you have to just learn runs and things like that. It's a bit boring, but anyway.
It's not boring. I find it absolutely fascinating. So does everybody. And you have the sort of brain where you can learn stuff very quickly.
Yeah, I did do it very quickly.
And you can retain it.
Yeah.
But I didn't know it was called calling over.
Calling over, that's when, like say, BBC to Honor Oak Park, or BBC to Peckham Rye, and then you've got to call over the shortest route between BBC and Peckham Rye.
And name every road.
Every single street.
Oh my God!
And then after you string it up. They call it. You string it up, and then you stick a pin in BBC and a pin in Peckham Rye with a piece of string, and then that gives you your line. It's called stringing it up.
And do you? I mean, like, is it a London cabs? Are they the only cabs that? Oh God, it's gone fuzzy. That do the knowledge. I mean, New York cabbies. There are no other cabbies in the world do it.
No, but in New York, it takes. In New York, you have to pay for your license if you want, or you just rent your license.
But do you have to pass the knowledge?
No, there's no other country, no other city in the world which does the knowledge.
Oh my God, that's why we're so proud of our black cab drivers.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to get in. Are you tired?
I'm exhausted.
I know you are. I can tell you're exhausted because your hair's stuck on it. See, he picks me up. He doesn't have to be here. He's so good. He could have been at home and tucked up.
Oh, well, no, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
He's off anyway very soon.
Yeah, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, sorry.
2 weeks, 2 weeks. Right, I'm going to get in so we can have a natter. Don't forget, everybody, if you'd love a SURI toothbrush, use my code. It's the one toothbrush for life. The other thing is, please, we haven't had any people walking past Carnaby Street. We might do now because it's half term. Send them in. If you go to Carnaby Street, see the woman walking, send them in. What else should they do, Dave?
Give a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video, the blog thing, and click on the button below if you want to subscribe.
Please subscribe. We're stuck on 76,000. I'm perky and he's half asleep.
Yeah, I'm very tired actually.
Right, I'm going to get in and gossip. We will see you tomorrow. No, we won't. See you next week.
See you next week.
Leave a comment. He reads them all. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.